December 6, 1989, I was abducted and I was 13 at the time. It was a school picnic at Western Park in Canberra, and the place where it happened was just like this. Radiata Pines. A place where I could have died, but I didn't. Someone died here. There's a memorial flower thing on the fence. And right when I got to here, my odometer hit 689. It was December 6, 1989. The boy equals 75. Teenager equals 75. And 3 6s are 18. It's 18 degrees. A place just like this. Radiata pine trees. That's how I found the place again years and years and years later. Jake was 11, and today is 11 days before Halloween. Maybe there's a sign before the hurricane. The hurricane is coming on Halloween. I was thinking Rebecca, and Rebecca is the name that gave me the clue of 50 minutes, because Rebecca equals 50. So it gave me the clue for 50 minutes. But I don't think it's Huracan Rebecca. Melissa's the one that gave me the answer. Today's 11 days before Halloween. She formed on the 11th. She formed on a day when there was major wildfires, deadly wildfires in California. Melissa the honeybee. And when the bee landed on my hand, it was right when I said Kinglake West equals 137 and 173 people died in that disaster. That's when the bee landed on my hand. I've got that on video somewhere. So for my odometer to arrive at this number of kilometers and for it to be 18 degrees, R is 18. But if Rebecca was a storm, she would be number 17. Jake was born on the 17th. He died aged 11. Today's 11 days before Halloween. Melissa was named at 11 a.m. on Friday the 11th. Last Friday. Today's the 20th. So Friday before last. 3 6s are 18. Mad equals 18. Mad. It's a word I connect to the Aquarium Man. The guy who kidnapped me when I was 13. Mad. M-A-D. 3 6s are 18. December 6, 89.
David Guetta. And
hey, this is Taylor Swift.
Old school. Whoa, like it's next level.
It's an old school.
Hit 104.7.
Keep my hands on myself. Take out dust and all, put them back up on the shelf. Just a little baby girl isn't me. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, on the rebel, just no Kingston. I've been feeling it since 1966. I'll be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986. be over now, but I feel it still. All the rebels just got kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. All the rebels just got kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1956 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. When I had your fill, I feel it still.
I'm here, Blue.
And you're listening to my brand new hit.
And it all comes rushing back, rushing back.
And old school.
104.7.
I always let the day slip away. I should have been making up my mind. I never opened up, took it all in, and now I'm running out of time. Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know you can't change the past. Way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back. I feel the gravity pulling me faster than it ever had before. When I was 17, nicotine, loving every rush out of the door. I try to hold it back, take a breath, looking at old pictures on the floor. But I hear everything telling me you don't have the time to let it go. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. 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 All the years, all the issues, all the eyes I have looked into.
Get up with Ned and Josh.
The fact that it's marketed as a have one and then leave the rest or share it with friends is complete nonsense.
You should be able to do that. You just
We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on a balcony in summer air. See the light
106.3 coming up on 2. Still got a couple of hours to get along and enjoy the Murray Bateman Field Days. Nice country experience for the whole family out there. If you're on the road, do turn up your radio nice and loud because we continue with Oztober for you as well. Some great Aussie music still to come. One of my favourite Oz music albums, Ivor Davies' Man of Colours, Electric Blue, coming up from that. One of the most loved songs on the radio station at the moment, according to our Mix Club members, Guy Sebastian's Before I Go. And oils ain't oils unless they're the oils. And they will be. Next, here at Mix.
Mix 106.3. We're serving up your favourite homegrown acts all weekend.
Well, if you're wondering why it was silent there, if this is on YouTube, if I do load this onto YouTube, the last song won't be on there because it was Taylor Swift. And I really love that song. But I know Taylor Swift songs aren't allowed on YouTube. So, it won't be on there, it was silence. Romeo and Juliet. Burnt out car. Oh yeah, smell it. It's fresh. A fresh crime scene. Delinquent teenagers, probably, but not necessarily teenagers. Delinquents, yes. I can smell the burnt rubber. Burning rubber. Yes. Maybe whoever did that, maybe they need a good whipping. See, it's kind of ironic. I'm not against corporal punishment. I'm just against torture. I'm against torturing people who have not done anything as bad as this. I'm not against punishing people who are delinquents. Deviant is 75. Whip is 56. Martin is 67. Fetish is 67. Painful is 79. A painful whip fetish. So, a young man who likes to pretend he's a demon. Or maybe he becomes a demon so he can get whipped. And speaking of fire, Halloween horror. So, the whole problem with this world is dishonesty. This world does not encourage honesty. So the other possibility of the person who did this is they got real big mental issues and they're taking it out on cars. I mean, that's possible. See, I don't know who did it. I don't know the story. Judgment. Sometimes you shouldn't rush to judgment. Perhaps the only people that should be whipped are people who want to be whipped. Maybe that's true. Still 18 degrees. Passion, you see. The passion of someone who likes the cane, wants the cane, versus someone who's afraid, utterly afraid, because they're going to be caned so hard it's going to destroy them. But what about a delinquent brat? What about an angel that turns into a delinquent brat so he can be strapped? Healing energy, sexual energy as healing energy. The Bad Mirror Boy. an angel that can become a demon. Because you need to heal. You can't live in horror. You have to move on from horror. Fantasy. Sexual fantasy is powerful. Deviant, whip. Fetish. Painful, 79. Geyser, 79. Interesting.